Today we're presenting on the WIC, so it's the Women, Infants, and Child Services, which is a really cool service actually in Utah that assists women, infants, and children. So how it works is they provide nutrition support for women who have just had a baby or um, who have young kids. So they give nutrition counseling and education. They have breastfeeding classes that are open to the women in the program, but also just like the general public can sign up for those and go, which is really cool. So each person who goes, they're given a card that they can use to buy groceries. And so there's like specific foods that have been like lined out for the program that are loaded onto the card. And then the person can use that card and go to any store and purchase those specific foods. And so there's things like whole wheat grains and dairy products and vegetables and fruits, just lots of healthy foods. And so that card is refilled every month, and they are given an app that keeps track of the balance so they can see like how much they have left to spend. And they just have to check in every couple of months to go get their card refilled and kind of do a little checkup. And then they can also have an alternate shopper that's assigned if they don't, like if they're sick and they can't make it, then they can have their friend go and help them out.
Okay, so who qualifies? So there are different categories of someone who may qualify for these benefits and services, one of which is pregnant women. This is a service for women who are pregnant or who have children under 5. So pregnant women qualify, also women who have recently had a baby, families who have infants and children under 5 years old. And then they also have to meet income requirements, and they have to live in Utah County in order to qualify for it. And then there's income guidelines, depending on how much you make and how big your household size is. Depends on how much money you will be able to receive for each service. So applying for it, all you have to do is show proof of address. So they want to make sure that you live in Utah County, so they're serving the people in the area that they are working in. And then you have to show a proof of income as well, and proof of identity for each family member, so that they're able to give you the accurate amount of money that you need. And then you also are going to need a health assessment to apply for the program. And after you do all this, then you'll be approved to start using the WIC money and be able to help your family. So.
And then these services are free, and the WIC Foundation is just funded on a federal level. So Congress authorizes a specific amount for each area or each state or county and things like that. So some barriers to access. The biggest one when we talked to the manager was just transportation. We know transportation in Provo is rough, and they need to have in-person visit every 3 months. So that can sometimes get in the way of these people getting the money on their card, and they have to be in person to get the money on their chip. But in August, it'll be fixed with the virtual ability to add funds to a cards. And then another barrier to access is only 30% of qualified people use the services. Some think they might be taking the services away from someone else, or they just don't know about the program. So word of mouth is very important as well.
So what's super cool is that the WIC has actually partnered with a lot of different people throughout the community. And so if you're a part of the WIC program, you're able to receive discounts and things all across Utah Valley. And so this flyer here shows all the different people they've partnered up with. So it's a great way to like get people outside, get people interacting with new things. And so this program, it not only is able to provide money for food for pregnant women, but it also is able to help them support their families and keep their kids involved in the community. And so this is the contact information for this. So if you have any questions, you can go over to their Instagram or their website. You could even reach out to them over the phone. What's super great is that they're super willing to talk to you guys, to talk to people. They want to get more people involved. And our overall professional opinion of the whole thing was just that it's a very well put together program. They provide benefits for a lot of the people involved. And so we really just think that this should be something that more people should hear about. So if you have friends or people in your community, you know, that could benefit from this, or even if you could benefit from this, go ahead and reach out because it is such a great program. So thank you so much for listening to this. We look forward to listening to yours.